Alright, so I have the table saw out here, and I figured out the approximate size that this can be. I have the extra pieces right there. I'm going to have to cut off the ends. I don't have enough for this top. I'd like it to be longer. Looked in the pile of wood, and I don't think there's anything really usable. Maybe this one. I don't know. I can try this. It looks kind of split up. This piece looks a little busted up. But yeah, I'm gonna start to create this one now. I just have to remove some of these pieces right there, and that'll be good. Get off. Sheesh. I think I might actually take these. I have an idea. And I'm gonna hang something up here, and maybe I can extend them over here as well. Hang down, maybe have a planter down there. Let things grow above, hang up there. Could be interesting. All right, so this wood seems to be about the same thickness of this on Lucky Pallet 13. And I have another one, so I think I can actually disassemble that and use it to make this the longer bed, and then a couple of shorter ones. And if I can hold this and hammer it at the same time. It's basically how I have been removing the wood for the pallets. Almost. There we go. Ta-da! And then you just remove the nails. And if you look closely at this wood, right there, looks like it's been heat treated. So that should be safe in the garden. Alright, so here's what my yard looks like during or after a heavy rain. You can see the middle area is pretty wet. It's a big dip. I do need gutters. Causes a lot of issues. And over there, the compost bin, it's slightly on an elevated area, but right in the middle underneath the trampoline, there's a lot of water. So I'm gonna have to figure that area out. And then this, I need to research what plants can actually survive being drenched occasionally. All right, so I did it. I cleared out this area of bamboo finally. Got some more pallets to break down. Let me show you where the bamboo is out front. Here's the bamboo and all that extra wood. And the slide takes up a lot of space. I'm going to be adding more of the junky pallet wood to this pile. So most of the pallets have been pretty standard, where you have to remove them with a normal crowbar and a hammer. But this one's actually required a special 8-point bit, which I have never seen before. It's a security lock. All right, so I have an idea. I'm going to assemble these, and I'm going to use that thicker wood down here on the bottom, and then you can see two others stacked on top. This will be my taller bed, 11 inches, not super tall, still should be good enough for tomatoes. And this one, I'm going to go too tall. Actually, I might be able to go 3. It just depends on how much extra wood. I'm not quite sure about that. And then this one over here will be 2. So I'll have like beans and whatnot in the shorter ones. And then this is the other one, and this should be 3 tall. So that should be good right there. Just need to find another piece of wood for the end. I have this extra stuff still, so it's going to be a mishmash. of stuff. Just all kinds of random pallets. Hopefully I can chop up some of this wood too. Maybe use some of that, maybe double it up. But that's my plan. All right, the base is done. I basically just drilled a couple of pilot holes, and then I used the giant monsters that came with it. It's the double something security bolts. I'd never seen them before. I was going to use these that I had laying around. It's 4 inches, but it barely would have gone through, so luckily those came with it. I'm going to use some for this to go up here now, and then I need to take some of that wood and cut a little cross bracing or whatever they call it to make it sturdy or to stand up. I don't know. I'm gonna play around. I'm a noob. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's for fun. All right, the pieces have been cut. It's not perfect, but I don't really care. You line it up, you know, good enough. Again, this is free, and I don't know what I'm doing. All right, second layer is on, and it's pretty ghetto. Totally junky, but hey, I think it'll be good. Probably gonna put a piece of wood in here to support this, maybe the corners. I think this is pretty sturdy wood. I don't know if it'll bow out, but probably not. So yeah, I'm just gonna put little pieces in the corner. All right, the pieces are on the side, and now I'm just going to try to connect the two top and the bottom layers together. Here's the crazy thing. It's Thanksgiving and the mosquitoes are still out. All right, bed one done, I believe. And let me show you the dimensions of this thing. From wood to wood, one end to end. So the usable area is about 62 inches. And inside here too, so what about 28 inches or so? Not huge, but should be good. The height, about 7 inches. Could put another layer on it, but I'm actually saving it for that one and this one over here. All right, this will be the next one I make. Problem is these, there's an area, one of them is stripped down, but I don't know where it is. This one right there, that one's stripped down, so I can't remove it. So I'm gonna have to work around that and put this piece of wood underneath, and then put that other one underneath on the other side, and then set these on top. So you gotta do what you gotta do. So I found a few more pallets, and I completely forgot that I had this tool for a project a long time ago. And this should make it a lot easier, I think. Just use my Dremel. I'm just gonna cut right through the metal, and that should be easy. Yep, now we just have to hammer down, make it flush, and that's good. So for this bed, I actually ran out of screws, so I had to go to Home Depot and pick up these 6 inches. I figured that's probably the right amount. I couldn't find any 5s, but that should get me through right there. That should get me through the wood. This thicker piece of wood. You can see this stuff had bolts. It was bolted down, but I'm not gonna drill that and put bolts in there and all that stuff. I don't think that would be great. I thought about flipping it upside down, but it just doesn't line up. So I'm just gonna make do with what I have, or what I actually purchased. So, but before I finish this planter right here, I'm gonna finish the smaller one. This will probably be for like basil, a few varieties in here. Alright, I think this one's done. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy wood. Looks alright, I think. Good enough for free. Alright, let's see how big this one is. So, less than 34. We have that inside piece of wood. So like 32-ish. And then this one's about 36-ish, but a little less than that, so 34. So that should be a good little one. Now it's on to this one. Well, the base is done. Oh, it's going to be heavy to move. Some heavy wood. And it's on to the next layer. Second layer is done. And is it heavy? Oh my god! Oh my gosh, that's heavy. Alright, bed number 4 done. It's pretty dang heavy. Like I said, I'm gonna need a team of people to move this. One of the biggest issues I had was this. I couldn't get the screw to go further in, so I just lopped it off. It's kind of sticking out, so I put another one right here. Good enough for free. It's on to bed number 5. I'm going to come back to this one over here a little bit later. I need to get more screws. This right here is next. I'm only going to put one more layer of wood on it, maybe 2. Depends on how much scrap I have over here.